can get into this offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh. Then the juke move, Heisman stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. This is not a game, this is not a game. Banging on your chip when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Taken at the 15, a short kick. First play, first pass for Brady. Jones has it. And some room to roam now. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Brady now to throw. Dancing to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, and a turnover on the first possession.
Oh, man, use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Alex Lazard. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And we can see on the next-gen stats, he picked up nearly 30 yards after that initial contact. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The first play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Brady going to throw. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And oh, it's incomplete. That would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking deep for Julio. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercepted.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And they work this out past the 25. Rodgers now on 1st down. And Lazard's got it again. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Rodgers again now. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Packers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Now Crosby for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10 and taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely out, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
Now, think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. He rifles one that's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Fournette once more on 2nd down. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. The quick slant caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Julio Jones. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point put through by Succop. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 52 yards. On 1st down, Rodgers. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the 10. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Underneath, he's got Brady. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Brady now on 1st down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Brady. And that's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. He's going to... Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away, let your defense take over with better field position.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this one is incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And again, it's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Now they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. Completes it again to Dobbs. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Crosby connects on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the 10. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On first down, Brady. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now Rodgers. Completed out left to Dobbs. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the 10. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy...
Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And the Packers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Yeah, that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out,
oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. He'll drop to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a play fake. Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fluid of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic 3rd and long after that last sack. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And break. The tight end's got it. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Open man is Jalen Darden. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. He'll get this one complete to Darden. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A shotgun give to Fournette. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Shotgun now for Brady. And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Russell Gage from 10 yards out. And the Bucs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Brady's going to look to throw. And now here's another interception.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now, fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the fourth quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always comes back to there's still defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get it stopped.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. They'll look to throw here. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Watson. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gap.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Up at the 29 now. They'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Working from the gun. It's Brady. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Buying time to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Rodgers looking to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him. But how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score.
It's caught at the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point up and good by Suckup as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers throwing here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And again, it's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. Rodgers now to throw.
And Lazard's got it again.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Working from the gun. Rodgers looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody don't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that, totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the title as this one ends. And understandably so, not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense?
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My ace spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats, that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Ford Field.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And his guys will get the football right at line. To the air right away is Brady. Underneath, he's got Brate. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Now Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands. Unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones. Now a play fake. Brady steps away. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Airing this one out for Evans. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted.
picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Ross St. Brown.
26 yards.
And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out. Still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. And break, the tight end's got it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Brady to throw. Underneath, he's got Brady. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Goff on 1st down. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
This defense, 3 interceptions now. And Charles, obviously that one for the pick 6. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after it, partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question, and neither is another pick 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
After the sack on first down, Brady. Man open, here's Jones. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Here's a give to Fournette. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On first down, it's gone. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Goff now looks to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Past the 20. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks. Like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Jones will come now in motion right. Brady now on first down. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Brady to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The final shot before break here. Goff. And now here's another interception. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Detroit. Yeah, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense there, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line up.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a
open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On play action, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll go for it. It's Brady.
Open man is Jalen Darden.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Brady. And now here's another interception.
And the Lions are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point put through by Succop. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. From the gun, here's Goff. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now a first down throw. Goff.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick six.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Goff. Complete to right. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Here's Goff. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Goff throwing again. Wright's got it.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now it's Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So after the INT, it's Brady. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
On play action, now Brady. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Here's Brady to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Flush to his right. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. To the air again, Goff.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Goff. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Brady. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to control his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Going up top. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative and most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And now here is another interception. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. After the interception, here's Goff. And this is caught at the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, You count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. And you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Brady now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 57 yards. Fournette running right. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that.
Now, Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Throwing now, Goff. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Another try after the 1st down sack. Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And my goodness, another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Brady will try again on second down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camp, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.